Hello, all my beautiful guys and ghouls. How y'all doing and stuff? So, I've been not feeling well, as you can tell on my voice. So I haven't been posting, but I miss y'all. I really, really do. I hope y'all miss me too. Anyway, I don't feel 100%, but it was put on my heart to do this pick a pile about fork in the road. Your fork in the road. Okay, it's gonna be 3 different piles to choose from. I got these stickers, so I'm gonna pick 3 stickers, and those will be your piles. Wasn't that pretty? I'll pick them up so you can see them. Very colorful so far. Let's get in the middle, see what's going on there. Wow, okay. So, you're gonna pick one of these piles, either this beautiful bottle. These are, everything's in a bottle. It's unfocusing, sorry. Beautiful sunset. And then we have space, and then we have the Eiffel Tower. Okay, we're going to pick one of these. We're going to find out your particular situation, your crossroad, and your options, and what to do about it. Alright, so if you pick this beautiful pile, I will see you there. Hi, pile number 1. If you pick that beautiful bottle, this is your pile. Okay, I don't shuffle on camera, just to say, because this is a very small space that's rickety and everything will go flying. Alright, so these are already shuffled, and we're going to find out, first of all, your fork in the road. Okay, so the first card is going to represent you, and we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so if this resonates with you, your fork in the road is letting something go. Okay, so here's your option. The 4. This is the 4 of Swords and Death. I love this tarot deck because it represents, some of these cards represent more than one thing. Okay, so that is the Death card and the 4 of Swords. And what's the outcome if you take this route? We have the 7 of Swords and the Chariot. Wow. Okay, so basically, if you don't let whatever this is go, whatever resonates for you here, and you just sit on it, and don't take any action, and pretend here with the 7 of Swords that everything's okay, eventually it's gonna force you, you're going to be forced with Death here to transform the situation, and with the Chariot, do whatever you got to do in a hurry. So your option 1 is to not do anything, but the outcome to that would be eventually, because these are swords, so this is kind of like a slower energy. You're going to have to make the logical choice, and that's to move on. Okay, so now let's do option number 2. The 3 of Cups. Move away from the situation and start being around like-minded people, right? Because the 3 of Cups speaks of friendship. So allowing other people in, perhaps even on whatever this crossroad is about. Okay, and what's the outcome of that? Ain't that something? The 2 of Cups. Harmony, balance, unconditional love, possibly even a beautiful partnership. So if you don't let go of whatever the situation is now, eventually you'll be forced to. If you let go of it, well, the sooner you let go of it, because eventually you're going to have to, you're going to have profound happiness. That's what that looks like to me, baby. Let's just get some advice. Although my advice would be, don't fight it. Because apparently it appears to be inevitable. And if you see option number 1, where we have Death and the Chariot, those are major arcana cards. They hold a lot of weight. This is something that's important to you. It's important for you to let this go. And even here, the 2 of Cups is also temperance. So that's tempering something, 2 things, and making a blending of 2 things, and making them harmonious. And with the Cup cards too, it just evokes a warm feeling, especially with 3 of Cups here. It speaks of joy, where I feel These sword cards are more cold. And there's no emotion there, really. Let's get some advice. So I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Night. House of Night. I haven't used these in a long time. Let's get advice. We have understanding. And one more. Self-worth. You don't mic drop. Like I reiterated, now I won't say it one more again, that's all, y'all. This is a matter of, inevitably, you're going to have to get out of that comfort zone and do it anyway. You know, do it for yourself here with self-worth. Understanding that, you know, some things run their course, and that's just period. You know, whether you want them to or not. Alright, I love y'all. Stay blessed. Okay, for all my pile number 2s, if you've picked this space bottle, this is the Muse Tarot, and this is your reading, Fork in the Road. Okay, so I explained in the first one, I'll just do it again here. I do shuffle the cards, it's just that I have a rickety little space, and if I did it on camera, everything would just fall all over the place. So, these are shuffled, and we're going to start the reading with you. Alright, so this first card is going to represent you. Okay, the Ace of Emotions. And that's self-love. So this will resonate with those that are on a, you know, spiritual journey. Those who are looking to better themselves or wanting to understand themselves better in order to navigate, you know, the world. All right, so this is your option number 1, your crossroad. The Devil and the outcome of that option. Justice. Wow. So the option here is to remain in your comfort zone. You know, remain insecure, and not stand in your power. And then the outcome to that will be justice here. And I want to grab this because it's really powerful and poignant. You won't be at peace. There will be no balance. There will be no justice. You won't be able to rest if you choose to subdue your beautiful light, and remain in unhealthy ways of thinking, acting, you know, continuing to not realize your own value and your worth. You'll never have peace with that, okay? Well, what's option number 2 here? What's your second option? 10 of Emotions. Beautiful. And the outcome is the Ace of Inspiration. Yeah. Loving on yourself and finding what is emotionally fulfilling to you. Looking for your true happiness. And what's the outcome going to be? You're going to be inspired. With the Ace of Inspiration here, baby, you're going to be on fire. Literally. And we have 2 aces here. So what's going on here? The crossroad is understanding your value. In order to go on any spiritual journey, you have to let go of things that don't serve you anymore. And that is a part of valuing yourself. Places you go, people you hang around, mindsets you choose to be around, etc. And not wanting to shine your light, perhaps because you haven't all your life, or against not like-minded people, you just rather shrink. But don't let your insecurities, you know, rack at you. I don't know if that made any sense, but it almost looks like she's tearing her face off, you know. Understand that be you, period. Searching for emotional, a lot of people don't value emotional security as much as they do financial and to be stable and things of that nature. They don't look at the emotional health aspect of things as being important, but it is. If you don't nurture your emotional health, you know, you're going to end up somewhere you don't want to be. Let's just put it that way. mentally. Because you're a beautiful soul and you're worth it, and you always have been and you always will be, period, period. The outcome of searching for what makes you happy and doing what makes you happy with the Ace of Inspirations is just being passionate again. Finding that passion in life, passion to drive you forward. You know, and that's a beautiful thing. So let's give you some advice. I'm using the Wisdom of the House of Night Oracle cards. I haven't used these in a long time. I love them. You know, take care of yourself. You are the most important person in your life because you are the only person that's always going to be with you, period. Point blank. And love yourself. Make your company your best. Because when you're in your own company, at least you're in good company. You know, don't negative self-speak. Think of yourself as the beautiful soul that you are and keep it moving, baby. Rock that boat. We have differences. I had a feeling with that, and that's why I threw something in there earlier, and meditation. When I feel that maybe there's some type of needing validation from others or feeling different might hold you back. I did say something similar earlier, but meditate on it. You know, speak to your higher power. Really reflect inward and find what it is that's going to bring you that emotional fulfillment. Just go for it. Go for it. Always be your best you, period. Period. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Okay, for all my beautiful pile 3s, if you picked this Eiffel Tower bottle, this is your reading, okay? And I said it in the other ones, I'll say it in this one too. I do shuffle the cards, but I can't do it on camera because my space is wobbly. I don't want to knock everything over, okay? So these are shuffled. This is your fork in the road, your crossroad. Because this first card is going to represent you, okay? We have Justice and the 8 of Swords or Spades. And that's why I love this deck too, because some cards can double as more than one thing. Alright, so this will resonate for you if there's some type of truth you're afraid to speak. Okay? That's your fork in the road. Here's your option number 1. We have the 3 of Wands. Move that down a little bit. And the outcome is the Ace of Wands and Strength. Okay? So, if you're at a crossroad where there's some type of truth you're afraid to come out, or there's a truth you're afraid to find out, okay? Your first option here is to just keep it moving. Don't say anything or do anything, just keep going about your business. And that outcome will be beneficial. As long as you stay strong to your purpose, because we do also have the Ace of Wands. This may be something that doesn't even need to be addressed, because apparently if you don't address it, which is your first option, that's going to be lucrative for you. Okay, so that's the option 2. The 10 of Hearts, the Wheel of Fortune. The Queen of Diamonds, or the Queen of Pentacles. If you tell this truth, or you find this truth out, it's going to make you extremely happy. It's going to be something you absolutely wanted to hear. It is about a person. And this is mutual. All right, does this make any sense? If you're trying to find out, okay, so now let's get a little bit more specific. This will resonate with you if you're trying to find out the truth about a person. You may be afraid to find it out because fear of rejection, perhaps. If you don't do anything, you're gonna be all right. If you do something and reveal this truth, you're gonna be happy. I believe you'll be happy either way. Let's get a little bit of clarification. I didn't do for the others, but This one is intriguing me. Alright. What is this Eight of Swords Justice about? What is this truth? Let's get a little bit more clarification on that. I'm going to use the Pulp Tarot. Let's find out. What is that? The Queen of Swords. Okay. The Four of Swords. Wow, these both were in the first one if you want to check that out. The Four of Cups. Okay. I guess I'll put it there. This is possibly a crush type scenario where there is a lot of contemplation and thought put into the idea, I feel, of what the situation, whatever resonates for you here, will turn out to be. Right? There's a lot of overthinking in if I reveal this truth or this truth is revealed. There's a lot of overthinking about that. But the thing is here, option number one, not revealing it, you're still going to be okay. Option number two, revealing it, you're going to be okay. The thing is, you have to stop overthinking it and go one way or the other, because either way it's going to be okay. So what I'm trying to say is, you're in a self-imprisoned crossroad because there's, I feel, a fear here of being rejected. But if you don't initiate anything, something's going to initiate anyway. If you do initiate, you're going to find what you want, and that's reciprocity. But if you don't say anything or take any action, action's going to come to you. Does that make any sense? Let's see. Yeah, the Six of Wands. You will be victorious. It's going to come to you, and when it comes to light, whatever this is, either option, okay, you will be victorious. People will acknowledge. You will get admiration, let's put it that way. That's usually, see how he looks. He's at a parade perhaps, and everybody's, he's the hero. You know, people will rally around you. You will not be looked at as a fool, which may be something that here that you're indeed overthinking, contemplation about, worrying about something that you really don't need to, because at the end of the day, if it does get exposed, it may be the best thing for you. That makes sense. So let's get the advice. I'm going to use the Wisdom of the House of Night. Alright, and let me just show you the, I don't know why I always do this, I'm compelled, okay, to show you the decks I use, the Pulp Tarot. I'll put it in the description in the video. Thank you for listening to me. I haven't done this in a while. Like I said, I was feeling good, and I just need this. Anyway, I hope it resonates with any or all of you. Okay, so let's get some advice here. We have chaos. That's your mind. And we have the moon. And that's you trying to control things. The moon talks about things that are mysterious and secret. You know, and you, if you don't have any control over it because you don't have any knowledge, there's nothing you can do for yourself mentally to sway it one way or the other. There's no reason to block out your intuition here by having this chaos go on in your mind. Take a deep breath, you know what I mean? And instead of having these sword cards take over, you know, let your intuition take over. And also here too, just quick, with these cards being more than one, everything falling. The Ten of Hearts is also the Wheel of Fortune, so in divine timing, and when the time is right, you will know. Yeah, so I hope that resonated. I hope that helps you. Love y'all. Stay blessed.